friends, and welcome back to Rugged Mountain Homestead. My name is Sarah, and today was our Azure Standard pickup. This one's a little bit smaller than the ones that I usually place, but it has several fun things in there that I'm looking forward to. Now, first things first, I have a case of 6-count bags of coffee. Each one of these bags of coffee are 12 ounces. So for the whole box, it's 4.5 pounds. Normally I do get the 5-pound Azure bag, but this is on sale again this month and I couldn't pass it up. So all 6 of these bags is the equivalent of 4.5 pounds. It was $52.55 for the whole case, and that makes this $11.68 a pound. That is excellent for organic coffee. We've had this several times. It's really good. Then we have a 1-pound bag of the dried cranberries. These are sweetened with apple juice instead of just regular sugar. They are very plump and taste absolutely delicious. I use these in Dean's oatmeal, and sometimes I'll grab a handful for a snack. This 1-pound bag was $10.05. Two things that I did get that I'm not going to show on camera because they're already out packed away was 3 bags of chicken feed, and then there was a 50-pound bag of diatomaceous earth. Now here's just a little snack for me. I'm actually getting ready to go on a trip, and I thought that these would be a good snack to take on the plane. They came in a package of 3, but I've already opened and eaten one. They're really, really good. They're the Fio's organic peanut butter cups, and they are delicious. They are just as good as the Justin's, and I think, of course, they're better than the Reese's. So all 3 of these were $8.93 for a total. Then here we have the organic dark chocolate bar. This is dark caramel crunch with sea salt, and I love the salted caramel ice cream, so I thought this would probably be really good too. And then I'll have this as a snack. This whole bar was $4.32. Now here's something a little different. I've been waiting 3 months to get this. If you remember, I had purchased this lid to go on mason jar because I wanted to go ahead and have this screen in here so that I could grate fresh Parmesan cheese and then would be able to shake it out. However, it's taken this long to get the screens in. It was $4.95. It comes with 3 screens. 2 are for regular mouth. I have the larger size opening in here, and then the other one's a much smaller opening, and then there's one for a wide mouth. The only thing I don't like about this so far that I can tell you is that it's made of plastic. And here's how it puts together. Okay, now this was just the lid, and this screen fits in here. And as you can see, I have this little thing to hold on to, and it has like 2 little, they're not even clips, just how they fit into the lid. And you take your lid, you put this in place, you turn to the right to kind of hook it in there. I can see that breaking, with extra pressure. I'm just going to have to be careful. I have a tendency to kind of over tighten things to make sure that they are completely snug. But that's the only thing. I was thinking for some reason that it would be like metal of some sort, but I'm still going to use it. I've had these sparkling waters before. This is the Nixie brand, but it's watermelon mint and really refreshing. $5.67 for this 8-pack. So it's really affordable. Here I was wanting to try this because I've always had a tendency for soda, and it's not good for you at all. And so every once in a blue moon I will have it, but I really want to stay away from it. But I love that carbonation. So I tried this lemon lime thinking it was going to be like Sprite maybe. It was $1.84. So I just wanted to get one to try it. It's extremely carbonated and it's just very strong. I've watered mine down, so I'm just not a fan. So I won't be ordering this again. I'm glad that I only got one, and that's usually a good approach to take, to try something out before you buy in bulk. And these are the Greek pepperoncinis. These, I've been going through these like crazy because I've been making that Mississippi pot roast. Dean loves it and will eat it on a sandwich, but it calls for pepperoncinis, and we've already gone through what we did have. And so this jar was $4.75. We also have the If You Care household gloves. I have bought these twice now, so the next time I'm probably going to go ahead and get a larger pack because I did have like 2 weeks from the time that it finally ripped. One of the fingers finally ripped. They were $4.64. That's a little bit more than what you'll pay in the store, but they have like an extra lining inside, and they're much more reinforced. And it did last me a lot longer than the normal gloves, but I use a lot of knives, and I think I punctured it somehow, and then it just took off from there. And here is a box of the Country Save laundry detergent. This is the powder detergent. It says 160 loads for an HE machine and 80 loads for a standard machine. I do have an HE machine. It is top loading, but let me tell you, the last box I got was 6 months ago. So it's worked out really well. It is more concentrated. The scoop is much smaller, and you only need 1 scoop for a load of laundry. So I'm really happy with this. It was $19.53, and this is 100 ounces. And now the fun stuff. All of these plants. I'm so excited. As many of you are well aware, I got a late gardening start this year because I had back surgery in February, and then I fell in April and broke a rib. So it's been a little bit of a chaotic winter to early spring. And then my dad just had a total hip replacement a couple days ago, and I'm getting ready to leave and go back to Virginia and help with his recovery. So the few things that I started that failed, or I just didn't get started, are in this order. Now, I do love the Azure Garden Starts. They've always arrived to me in good condition. They are less expensive than in the store. And they're organic. I don't have to worry about them, having been sprayed with something or their seeds coated with anything, because I want to garden as organically as possible. So let's see what I have down here. All right, this is a 6-pack of lettuce, just all different kinds of lettuce. This looks like a Merlot lettuce. Maybe that's some romaine. Yeah, I think that is. Anyway, I'm really happy to have this. This was $3.95 for this 6-pack. Locally, all of our garden starts this year, I couldn't believe it. My mouth dropped open when I went into the store. $5.88, and that is not even for organic. And it wasn't like a 6-pack either. It was like for one plant like this. And here we have some thyme, and this looks really great. This was also $3.95. All the plants I'm getting ready to show you right now were $3.95 each. So we have thyme, and then we have 2 echinacea plants, also known as coneflower. But they are just, I'm so excited because I've never been able to grow them myself from seed. So hopefully these will be good. And then I have another lavender plant, and I'm actually going to plant this one in the garden bed. So instead of a container. So hopefully I'll see that kind of take off. And then rosemary. Rosemary is a great herb, but it's also really good at repelling pests. All of these plants here were $3.65 each. I do have another strawberry plant because some sort of critter I'm thinking it was a chipmunk because we have those here. I've never seen squirrels here, but chipmunks and mice. I went out there one day, I had 4 beautiful strawberries, and went out there the next day, they were gone. I planted sage all around it, but I just went ahead and ordered another one. If this one doesn't work out, then it's done for this year. And I have some pansies. I'm just going to put these in a container for beauty. Now, I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, lobelia. This is supposed to be a really nice blue color. This is a 4-pack. I have something out in the garden now of lobelia, but it is purple. So these are really small, so hopefully they'll grow pretty quickly. I have a 4-pack of cosmos. I'm not sure what colors these will be or anything. It doesn't really matter. I did plant some cosmos, direct seeded them in the garden, and a few have come up, but I just like to have some reinforcements there. And of course, I had to have this sunflower plant. This says it's a giant mammoth sunflower. So I'm going to plant it in the center of one of my beds. It's so big it's starting to fall over. I'm going to put this out here, out in the garden just in a little while. But I love sunflowers. They're my absolute favorite. I have some sunflowers coming up, but I really wanted to have a giant one this year. And then I have 2 plants of Swiss chard. This is the rainbow variety. So this one doesn't really show any color right now, but you can see it. Well, I can see that it has some striation there, and this looks like it's probably going to be like the Vulcan Swiss chard. I did not get Swiss chard started in time in the house, and so I tried to direct seed it, but it didn't work. So I'm going to go ahead and get these things out tonight, so then I can make a garden video and show you what's been going on in there. So this was our Azure Standard Haul for the month of June. It's hard to believe we are walking into summer, but here we are. A little bit smaller, but still a great order. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off now so I can go down and get the plants in the garden, and I'll be coming to you shortly with a garden reveal. Thank you so much for stopping by the homestead. We're always so glad when you do. I look forward to seeing you next time, and until then, take care.